Here, these two replays have been very long, and I'm just losing my voice here at this point. But that's all right. I'm gonna stick it out. I should have probably set up a beverage for myself for this, but I did not. So here we go. Oh, that's a bad position for that Force Commander to be dead in. He does have the battle standard over there. I think Riku's unfortunately going to have to buy back at this point. He's floating quite a bit, and he is in Tier 3, so it's likely he's going for Land Raider here. Or perhaps he wants some more red for another set of Terminators on the field. And with Nurgle Worship and double Khorne Marines and double Dreadnoughts, looks like both are upgraded to Khorne. That's going to force those Shurikens out and allow for a cap as the Terminators charge that Avatar, but are going to turn around right away as that's going to be another Mark of Cain. They teleport out just in time and are going to protect that last cannon, which got Veil of Timed. Oh no, Subjugate on the Terminators. That's the worst thing ever. And there's the Mark of Cain, or the Wailing Doom, right on top of them. However, they don't take a ton of damage from it. Actually, it was about 1,000, but they have 5,000 hit points, so. Squad way spread out there. It needs to group back up. And all these Chaos units coming in from behind. The Revive going down on that Force Commander as the D-Cannon sits merrily on. That's going to be a D-Cannon wipe there, almost certainly. And indeed it does go down to the Plague Champion at the last moment there. Battle Standard now in the middle here. Gonna help out these Dreads, however. One does go down to the combined fire of the Avatar and the last Predator. Another Mark of Cain gonna push off those Terminators. However, the Avatar is getting very low. Down went the Force Commander again. However, this Falcon may finally be on its last legs. Activates its shield just in time. However, the Plague Champion's Plague Fist likely going to stun these Banshees, especially combined with Touch of Nurgle. Khorne Dread on the intercept route to that Falcon. Going to take it down. One more swing. Can it get one more swing? It goes Berserker. That's going to allow it to catch up and perhaps get off another swing. And indeed, here it is. Oh, it activates its shield again, barely saving its life. Meanwhile, an Imperial Abyss going down in the middle, taking out that Tactical Marine Squad, along with a variety of other things. The Falcon did finally go down, and caps are 1-1, but the natural VP for blue team is about to get capped here. Terminator's having to get the heck out of there. That is a Land Raider we see building now. And this Laz Devastator team, ooh, a fatty is here, a stealth fatty no less, jiggling his way into the center to occupy this space as the Avatar has had to be very careful at this point. But along with the Laz Predator, that's going to be the end of that Dreadnought almost for sure. Here comes the Khorne Marines, a little bit too bunched up. They're both going to get suppressed there along with a grenade. Nurgle Worship going down, however, to support them. And the Chaos Dread Berserking is going to get some nice swings in before this Wailing Doom finishes him off. Khorne Marines definitely dodging it. And there's the Land Raider running a screen for this Laz Devastator team to get some nice shots in on that fatty. Meanwhile, the Avatar has been driven off quite effectively. The Scouts, however, along with a Plague Cloud, are going to have to retreat there. Or no, that's not a Plague Cloud, that's Swarm Flies. I apologize. They are repairing that Land Raider, however, and along with the Las Cannon, rocket attacks, and Terminators are going to force that beast off. Riku is getting dangerously close to having enough to pull off the awesome orbital bombardment. All caps and now, oop, that's the summoning circle from Gpipe there. That's going to be spamming bloodletters on that Land Raider. However, that fatty is going to go down from just another swing of these Terminators or another blast from the Las Cannon. However, it looks like none are forthcoming unless they teleport ahead, and they have lost target now thanks to the Tzeentch Worship. Fatty, of course, getting healed by that very same worship that is saving his bacon. Force Commander retreating, however his retreat point is the Land Raider, so that's not going to be a very far retreat. Rocket attacks over there to protect him from another volley of that Tzeentch tank. The VP caps finally in favor of blue team, finally ticking red team down under that 200 mark, under that 150 mark. They are bringing this much, much closer here. That avatar is almost fully mended as well, so there's going to be a huge push into mid here anytime now. And I apologize for the doorbell there and the subsequent dog barking. I unfortunately can't go answer it because I'm in the middle of this. So hopefully one of my roommates knows to come answer it. Ninja Cap going down on bottom thanks to Tzeentch worship. The Librarian is likely going to smite in there and provide the deterrent. May be necessary here. May be necessary to bring a bit more in. And indeed, here comes the rest of these forces, including the Terminators, but they get subjugated and turned on their own pals right away, driving those scouts back. Would have been wiser probably to focus the Force Commander, who is beating the ever-loving crap out of that Chaos Sorcerer, and does end up killing him there. Yes! Now the cap needs to go down on this VP as soon as possible. However, the middle is also being capped by red team. Plague Champion trying desperately to deter this Warlock, and Ethereal Slash is going down. But that's going to drive him off right after he decaps it. Mark of Cain missing yet again. Las Cannon powering away at that avatar as well as snaring him. But in comes the Fatty again, fully regened. But a Fatty is on the way for Dark Universe, who now, by the way, now is down to just Khorne Marines and his hero. He did lose a bunch there. A Wailing Doom going down on those Terminators. That's going to knock them back there. Riku now floating almost enough to buy another Terminator squad there. 1-0 on caps right now, favoring blue team. The Librarian is getting in there for that vomit, knock back those Terminators along with the Librarian, and then there comes a swarm of flies as well. Fire Prism also in the midst of this battle. The Force Commander meanwhile trying to stand up to all of these forces, and in comes an amazingly placed Eldritch Storm in combination with the Wailing Doom. That's going to cause a lot of damage to that Land Raider. However, it did not move, so it only took the central blast and then is getting repaired. However, it does look like its fate may be sealed at this point. More Terminators are able to be called in now. But will Riku do it? Will he have time, or the focus? Ethereal Slash going down, forcing off that Devastator squad, forcing off the Scout squad. There's the other Terminator squad, this time a regular squad as opposed to the Assault squad. That Librarian, however, is going to die, no question about it. But however, all they need to do is defend VPs at this point, and they are doing just that. These Khorne Marines are almost certainly doomed against these Banshees. They lose their Sergeant. They are going to lose 2 more models, and the final model is going to go home, looks like. Meanwhile, the Avatar and Fatty are both perilously close to death, while this Fatty is fresh and ready for battle. Another subjugation down on these Terminators, forcing back all the rest of these forces. Fatty versus Fatty battle now, assuming this Fatty turns around. He gets a vomit down on those Guardians, stopping them from capping that point. He's getting very low on health against these 2 Tzeentch Preds. He gets a foul snare off that Guardian squad, finishing it off. Oh man, look at the damage going down. All these tanks pounding away at this Fatty. Will he make it? Oh, he's not going to, but he's going to start exploding. Protecting that point from cap for just a little bit longer. Autarch Colin as well happened on this side of the map. Autarch has Executioner at this point. Chains of Torment now restricting these Assault Terminators. And a very nice Warp Fire pushing this Devastator down, making it have to reset up before it can protect these Assault Terminators, and it's just going to get out of there. As well, the Terminators. The other Terminator squad now coming into the middle, still not upgraded with anything in particular. Another librarian now on the way for Riku, and another fatty on the way for Dark Universe. Voice cracking there a little bit as I am running out of voice. All the tanks now, tier 3 tanks, battle tanks as they are called by many. Pushing on that side, protecting that VP as the Corns desperately get the decap down, stalling the VP ticked out for blue team. Red team, meanwhile, just trying desperately to secure these VPs, trying to desperately to secure the victory they thought they had locked up a while ago. However, in comes the Avatar again at full health. Wailing Doom going to go down on these Terminators in combination with Barbed, or Chains of Torment, that is. Going to force them off for a moment. They're going to teleport back a little bit there. They did lose one model before they could get that teleport off. In comes the Autarch. That's going to focus on that Devastator team, forcing it to unset up. However, the Librarian is going to cover its retreat, easily able to Veil of Time it out of there if necessary. However, trying to bait the Autarch into suiciding. Not quite able to do so. Veil of Time used instead on these Terminators to get them to safety. The Assault Terminators are about ready to come back on the field again. However, things are very much favoring Red Team at this moment, as they have the 2-1 cap up. And another fatty is on the field for Gpipe. Or this is the very same fatty, actually. He never died. He just went home to heal. Now this central location looks all but unassailable at this point for blue team. Let's see what Riku has in store here. He only reinforced one model on this Terminator squad, just not enough time to get the other. Bringing in the other squad as well. And a Predator on the way for Dark Universe. Boom! Last shot snaring that fatty right off the bat. And Gate of Infinity used to get that last team out of that Chains of Torment. And bam, these Assault Terminators blink into the Chains of Torment and then get subjugated. Oh no, they're bashing the other Terminator squad. Oh, and an Imperial Abyss as well going down. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Those scouts get out into death. Meanwhile, Gpipe is running these Terminators into the middle of that Imperial Abyss. The Devastators are there as well. Oh, why are they still going back into that? Why? I believe this is the point of no return at this point. It doesn't look like blue team can get the cap off. It doesn't look like the Terminators are going to survive. And finally that one Terminator squad goes down, the other unable to as well. And that is game. Grats to Red Team, Gpipe and 73. Oh, that was a very close fought game. Lasted quite a while. A lot of action, a lot of tier 3, a lot of super units. Very, very great play on both sides. I missed what ultimately made Dark Universe lose his forces there, but I'm sure it was epic. Just too much to cover in these team games is what happens. There's just action on all sides. Plague Champion and Warlock, the most powerful heroes. Force Commander way behind, died way too many times there, unfortunately. High kill counts for everybody, despite the 3 of the 4 races in the game not being high attrition races, although Heretics are high attrition. Resources favor blue team, but that's due to upkeep. Power, though, was due to them power bashing successfully early on. So that is it for episode 13. Thank you for joining me. Really, thanks a lot, guys. And go check out more CCS games over on ShalesyCast.com or on owned.tv/Shalesy. Owned, of course, being spelled with a 3, not an E. And yeah, I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Take it easy.